What's up, everybody? Welcome to THS Wrestling. We're going to be talking about AEW's All Out, Facebook.com/THS Wrestling News, Instagram.com/THS.Wrestling, and YouTube.com/that hashtag show TV. And from Paducah, Kentucky, Brent is in the chat. Matthew is in the chat. What's going on, guys? 1 to 10. Give us a rating on what you thought of All Out. My name is John, and I'm joined by Neeson. Neeson, what's up, man?
Hi.
It's good to I know we had a long chat on Thursday, I think.
Was it Thursday or was it yesterday? I don't know. Yes, it was Thursday.
I can't remember.
Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
Matthew got hit by a car yesterday. Matthew.
Wow.
I hope you're okay. Clearly you're feeling well enough to join us.
But definitely prayers to you, brother. But yeah,
9.
Wow, keep these numbers rolling in, guys. As we go over this show. Keep them rolling in, and we will definitely give our opinions about the show as it goes.
And as a side note, that's all we're going to be talking about today or tonight. If it's past midnight for you, welcome. And also, I'm sorry, because holy hell, this was a long show. Tomorrow we'll be talking about everything else that's going on in the world of wrestling. Also, as you know, I'm not using my regular setup, and I probably my ADHD, if I have it, is going to kick in. So I'm going to be adjusting this camera because I'm insane. Anyway, I'm okay. I got up right away like it was nothing happened. My God. In chat, Matthew has outed himself as one of the X-Men. So hopefully the officials will not find you, Matthew. That would be awful. So we got very high ratings, Neeson. 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, wow.
Hunter's in the building. Hunter, what's up? I guess let's go. I can tell everybody in the chat this is not going to be a long show. Because
nope.
I just watched 5 hours of wrestling. And Safety Protocols gets 1 out of 10. Absolutely. What a disaster. 7.5 from Hunter. So I guess, Neeson, my first question to you is what do you give this show overall as a rating?
Oh man. If I had to do my lovely 1 to 10 scale or 0 to 10 scale as it is, I'd probably give it a 6.7 out of 10.
Really?
I feel like that's on the high side. 6.7 out of 10.
All right. 6.7.
What about you, Pingo? What's your number?
So I'm going up and down here. I watched the pre-show matches. The Private Party Dark Order match was pretty good. The Young Bucks Jurassic Express match was good. The Battle Royal was okay. I thought the finish was fun. Hardy Guevara was weird. And probably shouldn't have continued, but it did. I thought Shida Rosa was great. I'm just going up and down the card, and I mean the matches were pretty good, but overall the show was too long. Like, it was 4 hours. If you watch the pre-show, it was 5 hours. This was so long. I will say, I think Omega Page FTR was I think somebody mentioned to me, I think it was my friend Justin, he said it felt like they were trying to work a classic, and they didn't. Yes, Matthew, there it is. I mean, plain and simple, this was their worst try.
Okay, give us your number, Pingo. Don't try to dance around it. What's your number?
I'm going 5.
Woo!
Going 5.
I would happily agree. I think the reason why I said a 6.7 and not a 5, because I was definitely leaning towards a 5, was they had fans.
Yes.
And it did but didn't help but it was a step towards the right direction. As far as just to make the overall feel better, I just think they utilized them having fans incorrectly, and they acted like they didn't have fans.
Right.
So definitely I guess that's my extra 1.7. But yeah, it was too long. Why do you have a cinematic match at the top of the show? Like, not even like a commercial break. Like, that's not even a break. It's at the top of the show.
Yeah.
And why are you doing a cinematic match when you actually have people in the building?
Yes.
That was one. Two, with the falls count anywhere match, or the last man standing. Hardy took a bad. Did he take a bad fall, or was that planned? Like, I'm confused.
So we could have got worked for sure.
Yeah, I'm really confused about it. I don't know what to think. And then also, that fall didn't seem high enough for him to, like, Hardy fell on concrete and he falls in a box, and
fell in a box.
Fell in a box, and that's supposed to be a 10 count. And you need to climb, and then the angle. So then the angle wasn't that high. I mean, the angle wasn't a low angle to make it seem like he fell high. It was really just, the whole show was just like, huh.
Yeah.
At the end of every match, I was like, huh.
I think for me, I was super hyped on the FTR Omega Page match. That was nearly a 30-minute match, and it wasn't great. Like, we have new champions, which is great, but overall, I was kind of bored.
Yeah, I think they were working like they had a full crowd. Like you said, they were working like they were doing a classic, and like all the rest holds, all the, like, you had rest holds, so many rest holds at the top of the match, and then it just went into, like, not say chaos, but just went into that, who's even a legal person at this point? It went to a typical AEW match, and then it came back towards the end where we got the story, which I think you missed. I don't know if you saw, which Kenny Omega leaving right after the match.
Oh, I saw that. So, just full disclosure for everyone. Henson, the little pup sitting right here. It's been me and him all day. So I had to try and time stuff out to get him outside. So I saw Kenny go, "Are you guys coming with me?" And then giving them the ultimatum and then saying, "Well, we'll think on it." Which is like, okay. And then he drives away. I didn't see anything after that.
And you didn't hear the cameraman as he's talking. The cameraman's out of breath.
I mean, it's 95. It's 95 degrees there.
Oh,
that poor man. And they're run after them with this 40-pound camera at least.
They could at least gave him a DLSR or like a Black Magic or something. Anyways, but yes, oh man, every single match was and I knew I picked MJF to win because I wanted MJF to win, because I wanted a change. I have not been excited about one Moxley match, and I have not came out of one Moxley match more of a fan of John Moxley. So
that's the number one wrestler in the world you're talking about, right?
That is ridiculous. And
we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, and that is ridiculous. It should be stated as such, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I think coming out of Lance Archer winning, I knew Moxley was going to win, and I was just sad for the rest of the show. I was sad. And then if you're gonna premiere somebody, have them win. But I guess they couldn't win if Shockmaster is their gimmick. And Matt Sydal came out and
first of all, I'm pretty sure he's okay. So I had a chuckle afterwards because holy crap, that was some Shockmaster stuff for sure. But yeah, I mean, like, if we want to go up and down the card, we opened, like you said, with Big Swole Britt Baker in a tooth and nail match, which basically was just a dentist office match. I mean, I thought it was so Rebel was so over the top that it was funny just because it was so ridiculous. When she's like, Britt, she's here, and I'm like, you didn't recognize her when she came in the first time. I thought the stabbing of the Novocaine to make, I mean, Britt Baker is, she's like, sure, I'll stab myself with a needle. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, and I just got some shots, and I was just like that.
Yeah.
Stabbing with a needle isn't even though I seen her push out the Novocaine before she stabbed herself, which was smart, very
Yes.
smart.
Yes.
But yes, that was a great. That was my favorite spot actually of her. I wish they would have played with her leg being a little longer or something.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, but that was my favorite spot of that whole pre-tape.
Like her lifting up her dead leg and hitting her with like a side kick or something. That would have been funny. There was some room for some funny stuff, but yeah. What's up, Nick? Yeah,
Baker versus Snore.
Yeah, Snore for sure, absolutely. I honestly think the next match should have opened the show. The Young Bucks taking on Jurassic Express. I thought this was a pretty good match. I mean, after you open with that, like the pacing of the show was so strange. It just felt very weird, but I thought the Young Bucks Jurassic Express match was pretty good. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, man. Luchasaurus getting the props on NBA on the NBA. Oh my goodness, the playoffs, which is crazy.
Reggie Miller is Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. My kids love Luchasaurus. He's crazy. Love it. It's good stuff. And I thought that, the more I see of Jurassic Express as a tag team, the more I like them. I guess now that we have new tag champions, we're on the road to Young Bucks FTR for the tag belts, it would seem. Yeah, I mean, I don't like, I'm going up and down the card. The only thing that I really like want to talk about, I mean, Lance Archer winning was cool. I really wanted Kingston to win because at least with Kingston, it's not who's going, like, with Kingston, it could have been MJF wins, and then you could easily just flip Kingston, like super, super easy. Or if Moxley won, you could just keep him as is with his entire posse, and they just beat the shit out of Moxley week after week. But with Lance Archer, you go, oh well, we know where this is going immediately.
But even
because it's not NXT and not everyone's a heel. Oh, hey, I know we're going to talk about this tomorrow, but fuck NXT for wasting everyone's time last week. Not my time, because I read the spoilers. Goddamn, what a waste of time. What a joke of a show. Please get your shit together soon. I would rather watch this entire show than watch that again, or for the first time. I'll say that much right now.
I'm laying out.
I mean, that's all I got. Like, that's the end of it. It's just so they don't get it. Clearly they don't get it. That was me when I read the spoilers. I went, really? You could have just, and I remember last week on the show when I said they should just do a mini tournament, and everyone's like, no, they should, this is different, it's cool, they should do that. And then what happened? We should have just had a mini tournament. It makes no sense. Anyway, Lance Archer won. That was fine, I guess. Dude, that Hardy fall was gnarly. And if it was a work, they did a really good job. But it was scary, man.
It was. And my thing is, how do you, if they put up the X and they did the whole thing, like, how do you do that, stop the match, and then continue the match, and then that person wins, and then he won because the other guy that fell on some boxes didn't win. Is that Henson put?
Henson, where are you? Come here. Yeah, he's here. He's chilling. There he is.
Hey, what's up, man? How do you feel about All Out, Henson?
He fell asleep.
Same.
He was like, I'm fucking done with this. Right, bud? Yeah, I mean, fucking NXT. Anyway, the Hardy fall, like the thing about it was I was very concerned until they started following Sammy Guevara with a camera, which I thought was really weird. Why are they following him? And now why are they following Matt Hardy?
Exactly. That's why I thought.
Yes.
That's why I figured it was a work. Because I'm just like, they're literally following him back to the ring, like, and the commentators are telling, oh, he's going back to the ring area. Oh, like before the camera actually caught up to him.
Yes.
So it was a work, and I just thought it was a dumb way to do it. And that stipulation, first of all, this whole card
Yeah.
had way too many stipulations. Stupid. But the stipulation of Matt Hardy going somewhere, like, have Matt Hardy actually lose and then make Sammy Guevara a legit heel and propel him even higher. Like,
Right. It was just such a weird,
you're talking me down for my 6.7. I'm talking myself down for my 6.7.
It was just such a weird, like, oh, and by the way, if I lose, I'll leave the place I just got to. Like, it's what? It's just very strange. And then also, I love that after the scary bump, they kept going. And then when the match started again, they immediately did another scary bump, which was the DDT on the pavement.
Because do they care? No. Because it was a work.
Yes, because it was a work. And the fall, like you said earlier, was not great.
It was really bad, actually. Like, I guess it would have been better if they would have got the last angle that they showed on the replay as their first angle, maybe.
Yes,
but still, was like, you fell on boxes. This guy fell on concrete through a table.
yes. Oh, dude, I like even when I think about it. Pull up this negative. Yeah, dude, because it sucked. It wasn't good. Sorry. I mean, I like AEW a lot, and this wasn't good.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Negative Nancy.
I'll tell you why. I'll put maybe if you weren't so negative, you get more views. Well, we're actually pretty positive on the show. Person I've never seen before. That's a great profile pic, by the way. I'll go put my wet blanket back in the dryer after I'm done with the show, and then you can just go wherever you want to go, dude. We praise AEW a lot on the show.
We actually
and I literally just shit all over NXT. Thanks, loser.
It's actually people. It's actually people like it's people like this good old guy here.
I'm gonna lose so much sleep over this dude calling me a loser. Nice hairline. I don't have any, bro.
Relax, man. Go take another picture in front of whatever high school gym you're in. Next.
Next. We'll talk about something I really did like, which was Hikaru Shida versus Thunder Rosa. I thought this was the best match of the night.
Yeah, that was
Thunder Rosa's stock went up super high. I thought Shida looked great too, and I've kind of been a little I think she kind of rejuvenated her title run with this. Why the long matches? Laura, I don't know.
We've been saying this since we started. They had way too many long matches, and they weren't so entertaining for them being that long. But we are talking about one of the best matches going on right now.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida. I'm fine with Shida winning. I thought it would have been absolutely great if Thunder Rosa had won. I think that would have boosted the show a little bit, honestly. That would have given me a little hope. Oh, Ian changed his profile picture so he didn't know who it was.
Oh, he did.
Trying to get in here.
Yes, I thought if she would have won, she would have been a triple champion, right?
Yep. That would have been cool.
So
but man, if they don't sign her up, I know she's with NWA. I know she flies that flag really, it's on her tights. She has multiple tights with the NWA logo on it.
Right.
But I think it would be super cool if this was not the last time we saw Thunder Rosa. And I think we've talked about it on the show that she needs to be in AEW, and lo and behold, here she is. Great showing. I think it's the match of the night. I think.
I think
Chat,
you're
what do you
right.
think? Was this the match of the night? Was Thunder Rosa Hikaru Shida the match of the night? Let me know. Let us know.
I think you're right because I mean, one, this is the match that got everybody active in the chat, and two,
Yes.
yeah, man, this is the match that really kept the energy up and going. And Thunder Rosa, I kind of wish she won, and then she had the belt traveling around, and they kind of would have had eyes on her.
Yeah.
And we will talk about that tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Trust me. Trust me. We're gonna talk about it
highlight Hunter's comment. Very
She's
true.
the non-racist game-changing talent that they need in the women's division.
Very
Well,
true.
yes, this is very, very,
very true.
But hey, we don't know what NWA is doing. I mean, you see their talent basically being spread out and throughout the wrestling annals.
I mean, Kingston was with them. Ricky Starks was with them. Yeah. And I mean, so was Thunder Rosa. And I mean, we did get the soundbite from the owner of NWA, Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan.
So, I mean, and he seems pretty excited to form whatever partnership this is. So, I mean, I'm down for this, and I really hope this is not the last we see of Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, me neither. It was the match of the night for me.
Yeah, absolutely. We had the 8-man tag. What?
Read Matthew's comment. I don't want to put this up there because we're saving it for tomorrow, guys. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. But why? Why is that?
I don't know. That's a weird thing.
Yeah,
but everyone's saying match of the night, which is great. Because I think AEW doesn't put like one women's match on a Dynamite and they go, here you go. If you want more, there's 40 of them on Dark. Well, I don't think as many people are watching Dark, but I think it's really great that this was the standout Family Feud. There you go. Got it. I think that it was really great that this was the standout match of the night. And I'm really glad that Thunder Rosa got this platform to show what she can do.
Same, man. And that's why I had to wear one company's one of their best wrestlers. We're at right here. One of their best wrestlers. Sasha, I don't know where Bailey is. Damn it, cover it. Yes. I had to wear one of a company's female wrestlers because to represent the female match of the night. Bailey.
We'll get to it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So we had the 8-man tag between the Nightmare Family and the Dark Order. I thought this was fine. I don't really know if it did anything for, what it did do. I mean, obviously it gave us our title match that we're getting on Wednesday, and it does build the divide. We had the slow build to Colt Cabana joining the Dark Order, and now we're going to have the slow build to him leaving the Dark Order. And I think at Full Gear, we'll probably get Cabana Brody for the TNT Championship. I think that's where we would be headed. Wow, this was your bathroom break match, Hunter?
Oh, wait. Okay, so you saw your favorite wrestler going to date in this match, QT Marshall. How did you feel? Was it a standout performance? Did he do his thing? Did he live up to your expectations?
I think, and I'll say this, I think QT Marshall is a fine wrestler.
But we know what your fine wrestler is. We know this.
I think he has a good move
Natalia
set.
is a fine wrestler to you.
I think
Natalia, Tamina. I'm gonna start naming all the
Tamina.
fine wrestlers that you just said. They're fine. I'm sure like Titus is on there as well. They're fine wrestlers.
Titus had a great hot tag when he was an active wrestler. He did. I stand by it.
He had a great hot tag. Yeah, Jericho said he just threw everybody and injured them basically.
Yeah. I thought QT Marshall did. He has a good move set, and I think my problem with QT Marshall is why are we trying to make him happen so much? Like, why are we? DDP gives him the diamond cutter. He has Allie with him now, and I know he's a friend. You know, he's a friend of the.
He does the shirts.
He does the shirts too. I thought he looked fine in the match. I'm not gonna shit all over his performance because I didn't think it was. You can't hear me howling from my room.
Well, I mean, look, he is one of your great, one of your top fives. He's in your fave fives.
He's in my fave five. But I mean, this match was fine. I didn't have any real problems with it. I thought the ending was what we were getting to with Colt finally getting chastised for losing a match.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Evil Uno hanging back and helping him. I thought that was interesting. I know that's not really going to go anywhere, but that was probably more of a, it's okay, man. He beats the shit out of me all the time.
Yeah, I wish that the Dark Order actually won. So
yes, that would have been better.
So it made sense. The reason why Brody had the title, it just made them stronger. I just feel like I would never take them serious. Never.
If they had gotten a pin, I think like the two. So Dustin pinned Cabana.
Mm-hmm.
I think what really should have happened is QT should have eaten the pin. And I don't know who should have pinned him, but then how do you set up that title match for? You could get creative. You could set up that title match.
You could do something.
Oh yeah, JR's comment about Anna Jay. My God, that was awful. And then he tweeted out something. He probably had some HR guy tweet out something. Sorry about the comment. It was meant to be a joke. Wasn't funny. And then he said something like, "Now lighten up." And I'm like, what? That's like apologizing for saying something and then saying, just kidding.
Sorry it offended you. Suck that shit up though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like something someone in our chat earlier would have said.
Yeah. He won bye-bye.
Top 5,000 competitor.
Well, there's only 4,099 competitors, so 999
right.
rather. I don't know math.
All right, let's move on to this tag team title match. FTR defeating Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page for the AEW Tag Team Championship. Hangman with the Long Boys tonight. Got the new gear.
Yeah. What did JR say? Speaking of JR, everybody pulls out their new gear for pay-per-views.
Everybody pulls out their new gear for pay-per-views, yeah. Except for Kenny Omega, I guess.
Except for Kenny. But he was too busy about to jump into the Escalade in the back, you know?
Yeah, dude.
He was ready to go, as his theme song says. Can I rant about theme songs real quick? This is
go for it, because I saw your comment.
The only tweet that I tweeted during this whole show was AEW clearly does not give a damn about theme songs. Why are all their theme songs so generic and trash? But three. What three? Best Friends, which they weren't on the show. I like Kenny's song because it actually fits him, because it sounds like a Final Fantasy like theme song or some shit. It's really dope. And then it's one. I mean, Jericho's doesn't count. Oh, and MJF's. MJF's is probably the theme song that fits the wrestler the most.
Love his theme song.
Everybody else sounds like, oh, what do you want? I want 154 on the Casio keyboard. Rock 154. They press that. They got their same songs, the same place that Keith Lee got his new song at. It's trash. Okay, so therefore they need to get some sort of music supervisor, music producer,
It's QT Marshall.
Whoever is in charge or somebody that needs to be in charge of music. And don't skip on the music. When it comes to movies know now music is important just as the actual feature. So what do? The minute a script is done, they go out and find artists to help with the sound composers and all that to actually make the music, to actually make the sound that's going to be comprised and composed inside of the film. That's the same thing NXT did and WWE did with CFOs.
Yeah.
I need AEW to be, if they want to be considered as a legit, not only wrestling promotion, but an actual entertainment company, because that's what they're doing. They're entertaining us. You look at TNT and ESPN. Their music that they're playing is fan-fucking-tastic. I need AEW to step it up, because all those wrestlers on there and all that talent and with gimmicks, quote unquote, and their music is trash. Garbo, flaming hot trasho. My man is done.
I kind of like Thunder Rosa's theme song, but it doesn't fit her at all. I like
Absolutely. I agree, because it was that her theme song in no, NWA didn't have theme songs because they just like came out, right?
Yeah.
So they went to the pit.
Get that person, but then tell them do another draft. Something like that. I don't know.
Right.
Isn't QT Marshall the MVP of AEW? The dude is unstoppable. Justin, get out of here.
Wow, Justin. Wow, Justin.
All right, so this match, longest match on the card. Halfway through, I went, "Wow, we're going the limit here," because this is
push it to the limit.
It was fine, but it could have been. Impact has better theme songs. Wow. I believe new Impact World Champion. Wow, forget it. I don't even want to talk about it. Man, we've gone way over what I thought we would. But FTR Omega Hangman was fine, but it was way too long. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about. I thought it was weird that Hangman ate the pin, but I get Eric Young. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm running on fumes right now. But I think it was just weird, or it wouldn't have made sense for Kenny to be like, "I'm out of here" if he had eaten the pin.
Right.
And also, we want to keep Kenny strong for his singles run. I think that man, this is going to be a slow burn. I feel like hopefully I would rather them just start the Hangman Kenny feud and have that for full gear. But man, I don't know. I mean, I'm still like loving Hangman. Stop, bud. I'm still loving Hangman more than I was when he first came along. I think he's doing a lot better job. I'm interested in Hangman Page. I'm interested in an Omega Hangman feud. I really want to see that and see where that goes. But then now we have this other wrinkle with Omega being like basically becoming the cleaner once again. And getting this big attitude where it just seems like, and I think I said this last week, there really isn't, like, Hangman was kicked out of the elite, but there really isn't an elite right now. Everyone's going their separate ways.
I think that's where we're moving to. I think Kenny's going to come back and be a heel. I think, Cody's going to come back and be a heel. I think Kenny's definitely turning into the cleaner. I think the
Yeah.
Bucks are focused on getting those titles, and they're going to have to go against FTR, which are going to make them the faces and FTR the heels. And I think Hangman is finally going to be Hangman on his own doing cowboy shit. He's going to be the lone star.
So
So
you don't think he'll join up with FTR?
they gave him they gave them two spike power drivers. So how do you join somebody after that?
I mean, I think we've seen worse.
I mean, we have, but we don't. Do we want to follow that with that? Like, that's my thing. Like, I could see one maybe, but two.
I think I don't know if that's sailed yet. I think we're gonna eventually get Tully's stable. And do you think the fourth will be Cody?
Oh, it could be. Well, you got Sean Spears still by it.
Right. So I'm saying he would be the fourth. So it'd be Spears, FTR, and Cody.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Which would be.
I mean, I'm not excited, but it's something.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then I think the thing about it is with Cody turning heel and being Cody will not join the Dark Order. That would be very strange. But he could wear the face mask again. Never mind. I'm all in on Cody joining the Dark Order now. As long as he wears the oh my goodness, have Spears go back to the jobber factory. Woof. So we'll see. I guess there's a lot of stuff they could do with people. I thought FTR looked fine in this match. I wasn't blown away overall by the match. I thought it was interesting to watch them against Omega.
WWE matches don't work in AEW, guys.
That's actually very true. That's very true.
It's a different formula, guys.
Sean Spears is the equivalent of that Facebook commenter from earlier. Sometimes when you want to feel good about yourself, you just got to jump into somebody's chat and say mean things for no reason. The fourth's going to be Kenny. That would be cool. And yeah, he needs to stick with the greatest of all time, QT Marshall. You're right.
Or if
he could never betray the greatest wrestler of all time, QT Marshall?
What if the cleaner is dumping the Bucks for a more imposing tag team, if you will, a more dominating tag team, a more authorish
painful tag team,
author of pain tag team.
I don't think. I mean, that would be interesting, but I don't think they're on AEW's radar.
I mean, they're great. There's matches in NXT. Let's NXT, as much shit as we have and will give them tomorrow.
Yes.
NXT is fucking amazing by hiding people's flaws. They are great. They are fed. NXT is the best promotion out right now because they are amazing at hiding people's flaws. They're able to put people in this box of what they can do and elevate that and shine a light on it, and where they don't have to adjust. The minute that they have to adjust to something else, they start to wiver and shake and what is going on?
Yeah.
You get Sean Spears. Everybody's like Ty Dillinger in NXT. Oh man, he deserves a title. Okay, he gets on main roster. Okay, it doesn't pan out. He gets in AEW and everybody's just like, yeah, why is he on TV again?
Yeah.
It's something about NXT, man. I know they don't get a lot of credit as they should, but God damn it, they know how to hide people's flaws.
So do you think that's the same thing that's happening with FTR?
Man, I think so. Oh, well, I think FTR has to change, and not change as far as like do more flippy shit, but AEW is a different style of wrestling and different style of tag team wrestling. Right. AEW always have been if you've been to PWG shows to me, AEW is PWG shows on television. So
with stories,
with kind of stories. I because most of their stories come from BTE, and if you don't watch BTE, they kind of string them along
right?
through. Yeah. So, but it's mainly about matches. So, FTR just has to be able to adjust to that and know what audience they're working for. And as the thing of them being a heel, they could use that to their advantage, a la they did in NXT and in WWE. But they just have to adjust a little bit more, and I think they'll figure it out though. I mean, they made them get tag ropes for a reason.
I mean, they'll figure it out for sure. I'm not too worried about them. I think they were touted so highly in WWE, and now it's just kind of like, oh, but I'm not worried. It's a whole different thing.
But who touted them highly though?
Didn't we all tout them? I feel like
I'm saying like we did, but the WWE didn't, even though they won every title.
I mean, no, they obviously didn't. I mean,
right.
But I think the fandom of wrestling touted them. Right. But I know a lot of people are like, I always said they were bad, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, shut up.
Sure you did. Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad FTR's tag team champions. I think it'll be interesting to see all of the matchups they can have with all of the other many tag teams that AEW has. And Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho in a Mimosa Mayhem match. I mean,
it was definitely it was a great visual to have two baths of mimosas,
yes,
aka Tang, on, as you call it, on each side of the rings. It was that was pretty great, but yeah, it was okay. The right person won.
Yes, I think if anything, I mean, just for Chris Jericho to be like, we're gonna have 3 matches and you're gonna win 2 of them, no matter how silly the last one is, I think is a pretty big deal for Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I'm happy. Overall, I thought I'm glad it wasn't, because I think we were messaging, this was a 15-minute match. And I think it was during the FTR match, I said, I think we're going till 8 o'clock or till 9 o'clock. And you were like, no. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to.
Speaking of that, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Do you think the FTR match was longer? That's actually you know what? I wonder. But I feel like because the Matt Sammy match got cut short. I
don't think it got cut short. I think, guys, I think it was a work. It was everything went as planned. It did not get cut short. Why? How does somebody go concussed, go unconscious, and then they get up like, oh, I'm fine, and they climb a scaffold
and cut a promo?
You let the person climb a scaffold and cut a promo? Really? It's a work. We got worked. It was a work.
We got worked. I mean, I was like very concerned until they started fighting again, and I went, "Oh, we got worked."
Yeah, that. And then they didn't really like show his head hit some too. Like WWE, like if he hit his head, WWE, look at this angle that we had right under his head when it happened. Here's a slow motion version of his head bouncing off the cement. Like I feel like they would have did one of those like WWE did. So I was like, this is it. Yeah, they're great at that. Remember when Enzo hit the ropes and got concussed, and they just kept showing it every single. Oh my God! Look at this.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, let's just move on to the main event. MJF taking on Jon Moxley. The paradigm shift is banned. I really despite being completely burnt out at this point, I really liked this match. I thought it was a really good wrestling match. MJF, if you didn't know already, is a star. I loved when he grabbed the headlock on the ground and said, "Sorry, folks, you're getting wrestling tonight." Perfect. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Did the Jim Ross Anna Jay comment? Yes, it did come off as cringy. Absolutely. Absolutely came off as cringy. We talked about it a little earlier. But MJF working over the arm, a lot of people saying, why is he working over the arm? He can't do the paradigm shift. But he can use the choke or the gotcha style pile driver, which you need your arm for. So MJF is smart. He knows what's going on. I thought Moxley was pretty good in this match as well, but I think MJF just stole the show. And we further another storyline with the ring being thrown in at all of MJF's matches. And then finally the bungle happens. And we all know that heat's going to Wardlow for sure. So I'm interested to see what happens there. What did you think of this match?
I thought the wrong person won. I thought the match was a main event match. But I didn't like the finish. I didn't like the fact that he
ended up using the paradigm shift.
He ended up using the paradigm shift anyway, and now you instantly go on to the next person. Like, how do you do that when, if in any other sport, a commissioner or anybody be like, "Hey, man,
can't use that.
You weren't supposed to use that. So either it's going to have to be a rematch, or you're going to have to give up the title."
I legitimately think we're going to get a rematch. I think that's what's going to happen.
But they also said the next person that has a title shot is Lance Archer.
So what do you do then? Because I think also, you could give MJF a rematch, but they already have their sights set on Lance Archer, Moxley. So you're going to have MJF lose twice in a row.
That's
I don't think that's good.
That's the conundrum that I'm having. And that's why I'm like, I like the match, but I just didn't like the ending, which makes me, do I like the match? I don't know, because I feel like the wrong person should have won. Having MJF be on TNT talking nonsense, going through the rest of these playoffs and going into your next pay-per-view full gear is money.
So yes, but what do we do with MJF now? Is it going to be the fallout with Wardlow?
It's way too early to break up with Wardlow. I think you wait till MJF has a title on him. He wins the title with Wardlow on him. So he has the heat, quote unquote, the heater. And then you could cut the ties with Wardlow after he loses the title. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, they did it best, guys.
There you go. All right, let's get out of here because we've talked way too long about this, but we also got distracted by how terrible NXT is. Which we'll talk about tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I don't know. We'll have a bunch of people here. I'm not sure. But why are our little handles? You can find me at JP Thrice. You took them off.
Yeah, just so people could
you didn't want that guy adding me and like ruining my life.
That guy is no threat. I didn't want to cover up. I was trying to show that I was covering up Bailey.
Right. There are handles. You can find them there. Robert, what's up, man? But we're done with the show. We're done. Let's see. Facebook.com/THS Wrestling News. Join us again tomorrow. I think at about 7 good old California time. So
good old California.
10 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow is when we'll be on. I think that's it. So make sure you check out that #show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys. There's nobody else to say bye to on this one. Tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.